Good morning. It's June 5th, Sunday morning, and I am here at the Quinta Inns in Page, Arizona. Got here yesterday morning at I thought I was getting here at like 12:30, but I actually gained an hour coming over here, so it was about just before 11:30 when I got over here, which was cool. And also, what was really cool, the good folks here at the hotel is they allowed me to go ahead and check in that early. Lori had made reservations for me online, and but yeah, they went ahead and allowed me to check in, which I really appreciate. Also, I had actually made this is kind of talk about yesterday. I haven't been anywhere yet today. It's up here at the hotel. I had me a good breakfast down there and went down there and lubed the chain on old Zeke a little bit ago. But I had made this video last night, but I looked really rough. I felt rough, and I don't know. I just didn't like it. So I think I'm going to shoot this, see what I think about it. And this is probably keep this one and delete the other one. But yeah, so again, I guess yesterday, I was camping there at Sand Island BLM area, right along the San Juan River, just outside of Bluff, Utah. And another great campsite. I mean, could not be more pretty. Right along again the river, and had kind of like I guess you'd say a canyon wall or a red rock wall on one side of me, which was just very scenic, as it seems like everything out here is. But yeah, I was got up at about 5:15 and was riding by 6, just before 6, and it was just magical. Just that morning ride and that morning light through the, I guess you'd say high desert, is down Route 163 towards Monument Valley. I rode past Valley of the Gods, and I rode over in there just a little ways. Didn't go far, but just rode over in there a little ways and took some pictures, of course, and some video. And I think I did video, but and then rolled on down to Monument Valley. But there was one part as I'm rolling down to Monument Valley, I kind of, again, the scenery is just all beautiful, and then all of a sudden I kind of like crest this hill, and then I see the valley just spread out in front of me, and I guess the beginning of Monument Valley, and it was just breathtaking, stunning, powerful. I wasn't GoProing at the moment, I don't think, so I actually went down the road, got my GoPro together, and went back up the road, and started filming as I come down through that that view again. But anyhow, I mean, just that's kind of out west for you, though. To me, it seems like everywhere you look, it's it's a postcard. It's stunning, and it's I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if you've been here, you know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't, I hope that God willing, you'll make it. And again, I hope the videos and the pictures, help you experience a little bit of it. It's I just can't say enough good about this part of the country. I just love the West and the Southwest and the Northwest, all of it. But especially, I just love my God, my Creator. He is awesome. His handiwork is beyond comprehension. And again, I think I'd say this in another video if yesterday. If this old earth can be this beautiful and this amazing, I just can't imagine what heaven's going to be like. What a hope. So that said, yeah, I rolled on down to Monument Valley and rolled up to the little house where the guy's in there taking the money, and a nice young man. And one of the first things he says is. He says, I just need to tell you that we don't allow motorcycles on the scenic drive. And I'm like, oh, really? I said, yeah, I didn't know that, and I mean, I was really surprised. I couldn't believe it, to tell you the truth. And then I said, well, how about the View Motel? I said, is it open? And he says, well, it is, but it's only for guests. It's guest only, and it's not open till dinner. So that was the two things. The drive through the valley and then the motel. I had stayed there before with my dad and my brother Bobby and my brother John. We had all stayed there together a few years ago, right at the 1st of January on a Western Cyrus Men's road trip that we did. And just a great motel and great food. We ate dinner there that evening and again breakfast the next morning. And so I was anticipating, even though I wasn't going to stay there this trip, that I'd eat me some of that good food. But yeah, that said, with not being able to do the motel and not being able to drive the scenic route, and I've already been, getting to Monument Valley a couple times, and he had mentioned too, the young man there at the check-in, he had mentioned about the View driving in. He said he didn't know which way I came, but he mentioned the View driving in, but how great it was. And I told him, well, yeah, it was great because that is the way I came down 63, which. So you not only get an amazing view, another part of the view, which I forgot to mention, was the spot where old Forrest Gump, where he was tired and he said he'd go home now. So, I stopped there at that spot, of course, which is just an iconic view of the road leading into the valley. And there was a bunch of people there taking pictures and all of that. I mean, a bunch of people. But I took my pictures and video and all that good stuff. So that was super cool because I absolutely love that movie. And so that was a real bonus. So yeah, I'd seen, again, just a great view of the park or of the land coming in. So I just went ahead and rolled on. So that said, I actually got over here way early. I did like 100 and it was like 180 some miles getting over here yesterday. And I think I did maybe total about 183 miles total yesterday after running to Walmart and Burger King and stuff. But again, I think about 180 miles over here, and to be here, by what would have been, 12:30, that was a pretty early day. But again, I got on the road early and didn't spend any time at Monument Valley, so I was able to get over here early, which was real nice because I just spent that day. I cleaned my riding gear, which I was in dire need of that, and did a load of laundry, which I really needed done. So it was nice to get that done too. And just kind of hung out and chilled. Did some bunch of Facebooking. Trying to load these videos, but I'm really struggling and they're going super slow. I'm not sure what the issue is. Lori, my woman who's back home taking care of business and all that, she's a lot more technically inclined, savvy than I am. So I'm going to see if she can maybe go on here and see if she can figure out something to help these videos load quicker. Let's see what else. Met a guy in Walmart or in Kayenta, Arizona, yesterday. That's a town not too far from Monument Valley, and it's actually a town where my mom and dad and I stayed this September to be 2 years. We stayed there on our trip out here, our Grand Canyon trip, and went past the same motel and took a couple pictures. I definitely want to show mom and dad that. They'll get a kick out of it. But I met a guy at the McDonald's there in town who, I think his name was Dave, and he was traveling through with his dog Griff. And the guy's got a house up in Durango, and then he's also got one in California. And he had been up at Durango, and he's heading back to California with old Griff. But Dave was he was quite a character, and it was good to meet him. His dog Griff, he had some type of line. He probably tells everybody. He says his name's Griff, and he spells it GRRRRRFFFFF, something like that. And he's like Griff, or I don't know. He's something to that effect. Which he probably had to be there. It's kind of funny. He was obviously a character. Good to meet him again. Just all kinds of characters, and just a blessing to meet all these folks. It's been such a big part of it, and I'm really thankful. This room, this motel though, where I'm staying at is really nice. It's the nicest one I've stayed at since I've been on this trip. My woman, God, of course, above all else, really blessed me with this one, and I've enjoyed them all, but this one's really nice. So, it's after 10 in the morning, and let's go check the clock. But yeah, it's after 10, close enough. Checkout's at 11. I thought about going to church. It'd be nice, of course, but again, I mentioned, last night looking rough and feeling. I still feel pretty rough. I'm just, and I'm hesitant to say this because my mom, she worries. I guess that's what moms do, and what a blessing to have her back home worrying, so to speak. You know what I mean? Just that she's there and that she cares, and I care deeply. For her and my dad both just blessed with amazing parents, and again, an amazing woman, and for her children. But yeah, so mom worries, and she's mentioned the way I've looked in the bags, under my eyes and all that. But I'm on the road, and I rest when I can. It's not like I'm working 80 hours a week. I'm riding a motorcycle. This is of course it's tiring, but it's not work. But again, it is tiring, and I do have to be conscientious and careful, because obviously the more tired you become, the more just careless and your reflexes and all that stuff. But I just don't want mom to worry, of course. But in the same token, I want to share, as much of the experience as I can, and as I choose to, and I'm sure there'll be I'm not going to share every last detail, but most of them, probably too many maybe for a lot of you guys. Again, I know I'm just kind of talk, and I'm sure you'd like to see more riding, but I keep filming the riding, as I keep saying, and I'm just not getting it loaded. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I just feeling rough. I'm feeling really rough and run down. Thankfully, I'm not riding, far today, just over to the north rim of the Grand Canyon, just over 100 miles, 125 miles or so. But so I don't know. I'm not sure if it's the way I've been eating. I don't know if I'm not sleeping. Well, again, I didn't get the biggest night of sleep last night, but or most nights. But I don't know. So yeah, all that said, I just think, well, I don't know. You know what? If I have something, COVID, of course, is always in the back of my mind. In times like this, and just feeling like I do, and I think, well, then, clearly I don't want to chance that. So God willing, I'll make it to a church another time. But I'm just certainly just blessed to be here this beautiful Sunday morning in Page, Arizona, the greatest country in the world, USA. Ride a old horse, Zeke. And hey, speaking of, that was something kind of monumental yesterday too. We did cross. We're this Tuesday, or actually, I guess at the end of Monday, it'd be 4 weeks of riding. And as of yesterday, we crossed the 5,000 mile mark as far as miles on the road, and 5,000 absolutely amazing miles, just all blessed by God. And I don't have enough good things to say about him. And again, that bike, man, that little bike, I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it, is a beast. It's not fast, but it is a beast. It certainly gets you there. It's gotten me here. And I like to think that, again, and only God willing, it, carry me through the rest of this trip, however far, I can make it. So, all that said, I guess I'm going to wrap it up. I do feel much better about this video than last night's. I think I've pretty much covered everything from yesterday that I wanted to say. As far as meeting people, again, Dave yesterday. I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and just call it a day. I'll probably do something else later today, but I really want to limit these to just a video or two, outside of my writing videos, or the GoPro videos, because again, just with the amount of time it's taken to load them, and I'm just getting further, I guess you'd say I'm getting further behind. Well, I've never been, on it. I've always been behind. So yeah, I should probably just try to limit these and just do one or two a day and call it a day. So yeah. That's all I got. God bless y'all, and be well.